Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. We have a very chaotic dog in the background and she is causing chaos, as you can see. So if you're new here, then hi, I'm Libby. This is Mabel. She is my sausage dog. She's 1 year old now, which is actually crazy. Time is going way too quickly. But yeah, I just wanted to sit down and film a little video, basically just covering everything you need to know about getting a miniature Dachshund puppy in your 20s. So I got Mabel last year when I was 23, which I know is a very young age to get a dog, and I basically just get questions all the time asking what it's like and what people kind of need to consider before getting one, because it is a very big responsibility. So if you are thinking about getting a sausage dog or just any dog at all in your 20s, then yeah, I hope this video is super useful, and this is everything you need to know about getting a mini Dachshund in your 20s. Okay, so first of all, obviously stating the obvious, a puppy is for a long time, not a short time. I know it can seem like a really good idea having like a brand new puppy and they're so cute and adorable, but you just got to be prepared for having them for their entire life, which can be up to 18 years. It's literally like having a child. People obviously just get a puppy and then don't realise the responsibility of them and then end up giving them up, which is really sad. So yeah, just make sure that you know that it is, and be prepared for 18 years of your life, up to 18 years of your life, hopefully. Mabel makes it that long. So this is another one that I would suggest if you're in your early 20s or 20s, any time in your 20s, is if you have any plans to go travelling, then I would probably maybe rethink about getting a dog until after you have done all your travelling and got all your travelling out the way. Especially if you're getting a miniature Dachshund, like they are Velcro dogs and they do not like to be away from you. They will be glued to you 24/7, and even if you leave the house for a few hours, they will absolutely hate it. So if you're going away travelling for like months at a time, then yeah, it's not really fair on them. I mean, obviously if you've got someone else in the household who is very close to the dog and can look after them, then yeah, I'm sure that'll be fine. I did actually have this girl message me once and saying that she was 21 and her and her boyfriend were thinking about getting a miniature Dachshund, and she was like, have you got any sort of things that we should consider before obviously biting the bullet and getting one? And I just obviously mentioned about the whole travelling situation and said, have you got any plans to go travelling at all? And she said, oh yeah, we were thinking about going to Australia next year and this and that. And I was like, well, just really think about when's the best time maybe to get the dog. Maybe probably after you've gone to Australia and gone travelling. And she was like, oh my gosh, that's actually a really valid point, like thank you so much. Yeah, definitely consider that first. So another one is obviously stating the obvious, make sure that you have the time to raise a dog, especially if you have, she's destroying her bed that I got her for her birthday, especially if you have one of these dogs, because they just need attention 24/7. Like I feel like Mabel's actually gotten worse as she's gotten older, to the point where I'm thinking like I need to get another dog for her because she is just so chaotic. Like I will literally have to take her on like 2 massive walks a day just to try and tire her out because she's just so hyper all the time. Yeah, so just think about like around your work schedule, and maybe like if you're living on your own or if you've got other people in the house, just that sort of stuff. Because I wouldn't really say they're dogs that can be left on their own for like 9 hours a day unless they've maybe got another one with them. I think if they had like a sibling or a friend, then maybe it would be a bit easier for them, but they are very prone to separation anxiety, and if you haven't really been leaving them at an early age and they're not really used to it, and then suddenly you just start going out for like the whole day, or like your work schedule's changed, they obviously won't be used to it and it won't go down well. They'll be kicking off and screaming the place down. What I did with Mabel is when she was little, me and my boyfriend work from home, so I used to just pop out for like an hour or 2 at a time, leave it in the crate, just kind of get her used to being on her own in the crate. And I think this was actually really good for it, because now she is so good. Like if we're going out for like lunch or a meal or something, then we will pop her in the crate and we're probably gone like maximum an hour and a half, 2 hours, and she's fine in there. She absolutely loves it. She'll just have a little nap and a little sleep. So yeah, it's definitely important to implement that right at the start, I'd say. Also, another thing that I would say is make sure that you have the funds to raise a dog, because obviously they can be quite expensive and there is monthly costs involved. There's obviously additional costs that you probably wouldn't have even thought of that, yeah, you do have to pay for. I have actually filmed a video all about kind of the costs involved in raising a puppy. I will leave that in the description. It's probably already up before I film this video. But yeah, that is basically something that you've got to obviously be prepared for and look out for, because it's basically like having a baby. It's having a child that you've got to feed them every day. You got to walk them, you got to have things for walking them. So yeah, make sure you are aware of the costs involved. So a big one that I would say before getting a dog, especially if you're getting a mini Dachshund, I never pronounce that right, and I feel like people always think I'm not, but there's so many different ways. Like I feel like Americans pronounce it like Dachshund, and then I feel like people in the UK just pronounce it like Dachshund, Dachshund. So I don't even know if I'm saying that right, because there's so many different ways of pronouncing it. Yeah, especially if you're getting a Dachshund, then make sure that you do your research, because obviously every single breed is different, and yeah, if you kind of don't really know about the breed, then you might be in for a bit of a shock, because they're very unique dogs. Yeah, they obviously are like Velcro dogs. They can have separation anxiety. They just want to be around you all the time, don't like it when you leave. I'm just trying to go over everything about Mabel. And then obviously also there's conditions that they are prone to, IVDD. I'm not going to go into that too much, but that is obviously something that you need to research and think about before getting the breed. So yeah, definitely say do your research before getting a dog, and make sure you really truly research, and also ask around people who have obviously got that breed, because they will also give you like their own personal advice and experience. My comments are always open if you ever need to ask me about anything to do with the breed. I can obviously give you advice off my own experience. I do also have a sausage dog community. It's called the Silly Sausages, which I will leave the link in the description. And yeah, that basically is just a community of Dachshund owners, or soon to be Dachshund owners, and we just chat on there every single day about our Dachshunds and how they're doing, and if anyone's got like an issue or a problem, then they will just post it in the community, and yeah, we will all comment, give each other our advice and tips. So yeah, it's really, really useful if you are a new Dachshund owner, or have like a little safe space where you can just get advice from one another. So yeah, I will leave that in the description. Anyway, moving on. So yeah, so this is kind of in with like the whole researching the breed. They can be a very barky and reactive breed. And Mabel was actually had no voice up until about 9 months old, and I was like, no, I think I've gotten really lucky, like I have got one that doesn't bark, and everyone was like, you just wait till she gets a bit older. And I was like, no, surely not. And then it got to about 9 months old, and when we moved into a house, obviously we were in a high-rise apartment before in Manchester, so she wasn't really used to like people walking past the house. And then people started walking past the house and she would absolutely bark the place down. Now I have been training her to stop that. So she has gotten loads better, to be fair. But yeah, they are a very barky and reactive breed. So you do have to take things like that into consideration. And then also kind of going on to training. So there's a lot of controversy out there about the breed and how they can be really difficult to train, and they're really stubborn, which yes, they are. Most of the time, they're very stubborn. But from my own personal experience, I would actually say that I found Mabel quite easy to train. Now, I don't know whether I just got really lucky with her, or whether it is just because I did put a lot of time into training her right at the start. And I feel like it's like with anything, like what you put in, the results come out better. And I did put in a lot of time into training Mabel, and she is, I'd say, overall a very well-behaved pup, besides the fact that she's chewing my trousers right now. But yeah, like, her recall is spot on, so I can take her on walks off lead and she will come back straight away. Crate training, she mastered that very young. Still working on the whole barking at anyone who walks past the house and anyone who knocks on the door. But yeah, I would overall say, my personal experience, because I know there's a lot of negativity out there about the breed, and people say, oh, don't get a Dachshund, like they're so hard to train. I just want to like put a peace of mind for people who maybe haven't heard a positive experience. Mabel was very easy to train, and yeah, I would definitely get another one, and Hope that helps anyone who has only heard negative things about breed, because there is a lot of negative things out there, and it did actually put me off a bit. Most of the time she's actually, oh no, she's not chewing my trousers, she's ripped the ear off her sausage dog. Where's your sausage dog, Mabes? Yeah. She has ripped the ear off her sausage dog. I'm just gonna finish off with, obviously right at the start when they are little, like, you don't actually realise how quickly it goes. So many people were commenting on all my videos and stuff saying, oh my gosh, like, just really taking the moment of them being this little because it goes so quickly. And honestly, it is so true. Like, when you collect them at 8 weeks old, like, you'll notice 8.5 weeks they'll look completely different, 9 weeks they'll look completely different, they'll just start growing and getting bigger and bigger and bigger. So my piece of advice would be to capture everything and really take in those early puppy stages because they go so quickly. Also, I just want to close off by saying you're going to make mistakes, you're not going to know everything straight away. Don't be too hard on yourself. It is a big responsibility, but yeah, they are the most loving, caring, affectionate, loyal dogs ever, and they will bring so much light and happiness into your life. Honestly, I don't even know what I did before Mabel. Like, she is the best thing that ever happened to me, and I'm so glad that I bit the bullet and got a dog when I was 23. Yeah, don't be afraid to ask for help. There's going to be things that you don't know, and other people are always there to help you. Obviously, I'm always here for help and support, and obviously if you join the sausage dog community, then there is everyone in there who will help and support you too. But yeah, that's pretty much a wrap, pretty much everything. I hope that's helped. If you also have a dog in your 20s and you're watching this video, then please obviously leave other tips and advice in the comments for other people. But yeah, other than that, thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to like and subscribe down below if you haven't already, and I shall see you all in the next video.